All right, this is Jason Nedved here with Nedved Precision Shooting. I'm here with Erik Cortina over here with EC tuners and the folk. So let's tell us a little bit about the EC tuner.
They're awesome. They work. That's all you need to know.
That's all there is.
Well, tuners, tried to sound. There's been a big controversy lately, but they work. They work. They very popular. Again, just rimfire, centerfire, with the Gus, and especially rimfire, because you cannot adjust the ammunition to barrel. So now you have to tune the barrel to the ammunition.
And with the lack of our 22 ammo, having an EC tuner when you're switching your lot numbers can help you out.
Absolutely.
Help tighten up those screws.
Like you were saying, that your gun already shoots whole green, then you don't need it. Like if you're happy, don't go wasting money on anything. Like we've been home. But if you switch lots and all of a sudden and it doesn't shoot as good, well then you get use a tuner, bring the tune back in on the line.
Now, when I first started this sport, we could go and buy a lot of this, a lot of that, a lot of that, and then test what worked, and then be able to go back to that store and get that lot number and just buy a brick of it, a piece of it, whatever. But now, with the ammo supplies, we just can't do that. So that EC tuner can very well help with that issue.
Yeah, we have a ton of rimfire customers. We are very popular rimfire.
Yep.
They're, and they're for a reason, right?
Yep.
Like, just like you said, if you have, or even if you want to practice, right?
Yep.
When you want to practice, you have some cheap ammo.
Yep.
Well, you can tune it so that it's good enough to practice with, and then when you're done, you can chuck your match ammo and tune that, and then you can have a tune for your match ammo, and then a tune for your...
So it's repeatable with their harmonics.
Yep.
You can just take a note, hey, I'm shooting for my SK rifle match for just practice, the cheaper ammo, and then tune it for that. And then you can tune it for your Center X or X-Act or whatever, and just turn it back and grab.
So the version 2 has a spray. So it's all about backlash, right? It has to be repeatable. So the V2 is much better at that than the on. When I always tell people, just set it and forget it, leave them know. You're happy. Don't mess with it unless you need to.
No.
But yeah, the V2, because we had a lot of people that were doing that, they were actually wearing out the insert on the screw.
Okay.
And they were having repeatability issue. And so now we came out with a V2, which has a spring that always keeps the tuner at the same place.
Gotcha.
So anyways, yeah, it's much more repeatable.
Good deal.
They both work, but one's more repeatable than the other.
I did. And you said you started out in the centerfire way. So what were you doing there with the centerfire stuff?
So I'm an F-class shooter.
Oh, gosh.
And I started using tuners as an advantage. And I was literally trying to hide it in plain sight. My barrel was inch 250, the tuner was inch 250. You couldn't really tell it was there.
Yep.
I was trying to hide it for the longest time. Until a friend of mine who I gave a tuner to, he won a championship. They did an article on him on 6BR, an accurate shooter.
Yep.
And they zoomed in on the picture, and that's it. The cap was out of the bag. And people started emailing me wanting tuners, and that was over a decade ago.
Nice.
And like I was telling you, been using tuners for so long that the rimfire world started reaching out and saying, hey, how do I need to make a rimfire tuner?
Nope.
So what I did is I made an adapter that allows it to put my tuner on pretty much any grip. Well, that's how that happened.
Because the first time I heard about the EC tuner was people that travel for the PRS, the centerfire world. So they're shooting in Washington, and then all of a sudden they're going down to Texas. They'll go to the range real quick, shoot a few rounds, make sure it's tuned up, and then they tune it for that area, and then they go.
Yeah, that's how it started in that class. About that, but I travel. I travel literally the world. Like I'm in Texas, and then I have to go shoot in Phoenix, Arizona, or I have to, I was in England in September.
Yep.
And I'll shoot over there, or I have to go to Tennessee or whatever, right?
Yep.
So you're going to be out of tune, especially if we're trying to shoot. That's all as we're trying to shoot.
Yep.
So it's very helpful.
Yeah. And you were saying for a round count, it just varies between the rifles. You find that sweet spot,
and it also varies as to what you're looking for and what your rifle's capable of, right?
Okay.
Not every rifle is capable of one hole.
Yep.
So if you are trying to get one hole groups and your rifle's not capable, it doesn't matter how many shots you take to get out. It's just, but yeah, typically people find a tune. I'm gonna say 50 shots rimfire. Let's say 50 shots.
Yep.
So, pretty. You'll find what works.
Yep.
And they just leave it alone and they'll shoot.
Yeah. Excellent. Anything else you want to tell us?
No? Well, check out my channel.
No problem.
Erik Cortina.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for your
All right,
time.
man. Take care.
Appreciate it.